The life of Tom Hanks is often remembered through his most iconic characters, yet the foundation of his legacy lies in something far less visible: discipline, empathy, and consistency. He is widely regarded as one of the most trusted figures in modern cinema, not because of spectacle or controversy, but because of an enduring sense of reliability both on and off screen. His philosophy of simply showing up prepared, on time, and with personal creative intent reflects a deeper life story shaped by instability, observation, and resilience. Behind the familiarity of his public image is a journey marked by quiet struggle and steady growth. Childhood instability and early imagination. Tom Hanks was born into a family that would soon fracture, and by the time he was 5, his sense of home was already unstable. His parents' divorce led to a childhood divided across households, step-families, and constant relocation. Each new environment meant adjusting to unfamiliar rules, faces, and expectations. This lack of permanence created an early emotional disorientation, where belonging was never fully secure. Yet within that instability, imagination became a refuge. He learned to entertain himself internally, constructing meaning from observation rather than stability. These early experiences planted the seeds of emotional sensitivity that would later define his approach to acting. Becoming an observer of human behavior. Without a stable social anchor, he developed a habit of watching people closely. Instead of dominating conversations or seeking attention, he studied tone, gesture, silence, and reaction. This quiet attention turned everyday interactions into informal lessons in psychology. He noticed how adults masked frustration with politeness, how humor softened tension, and how fear often hid behind routine speech. These observations shaped a deep understanding of human contradiction. Rather than reacting impulsively to the world around him, he learned to interpret it carefully. This skill would later become essential in building characters who felt authentic, layered, and emotionally precise. Loneliness as emotional foundation. The loneliness of his childhood did not disappear with time. It evolved into emotional awareness. While many children developed a strong sense of fixed identity through stable environments, he learned adaptability as a necessity. That adaptability came with an undercurrent of solitude, a feeling of being slightly outside every environment he entered. Instead of resisting that feeling, he absorbed it. It became a quiet, emotional resource. Many of his later roles reflect this same sense of isolated humanity. Characters who endure uncertainty while maintaining dignity. Rather than portraying loneliness as despair, he learned to express it as quiet resilience and introspection. Early struggles in the New York acting scene. When he entered the acting world in New York in the late 1970s, success was far from immediate. Opportunities were inconsistent, and financial stability was fragile. He worked in small stage productions, auditioned frequently, and faced repeated rejection. Television appearances came and went, without lasting impact. During this period, survival often depended on unrelated jobs and strict budgeting. Despite these challenges, he maintained a steady approach to his craft. He treated each role, no matter how small, as an opportunity to refine discipline. The uncertainty of this period shaped his understanding that endurance mattered as much as talent. Craft over charisma. A method of work. Unlike performers who relied on intensity or dominance, he developed a quieter method centered on preparation and respect for the process. He arrived early, learned scripts thoroughly, and engaged thoughtfully with every production team member. This consistency built trust in professional environments where unpredictability was common. His approach emphasized craft over performance flair, focusing on emotional truth rather than external display. Over time, this method became his signature strength. Directors and collaborators recognized that working with him meant reliability and collaboration. What began as simple professionalism evolved into a defining aspect of his artistic identity. Kindness in a competitive industry. Hollywood often rewards assertiveness, but he became known for something different: kindness. He treated everyone on set with equal respect, regardless of status. This approach was initially misunderstood by some as lack of ambition or edge. However, it soon became clear that his steadiness created a rare working environment of trust and ease. People felt comfortable around him, not because he demanded attention, but but because he offered consistency. In an industry shaped by pressure and ego, his demeanor stood out. Over time, this reputation became one of his most valuable professional assets, strengthening collaborations and long-term relationships. Breakthrough and rising recognition. As his career progressed, he began to transition from minor roles to widely recognized performances. Early successes in television and film gradually shifted public perception. Audiences responded to his ability to portray ordinary people with depth and sincerity. His breakthrough was not defined by a single moment, but by a steady accumulation of credible performances. Each role reinforced his reputation for emotional honesty and relatability. This growing recognition was built less on dramatic transformation and more on consistency of tone and presence. He became known as an actor who could ground even the most extraordinary narratives in human truth. Iconic roles and emotional authenticity. His most memorable performances are often rooted in emotional accessibility rather than theatrical intensity. Characters such as the enduring innocence of Forrest Gump, the leadership under pressure in Saving Private Ryan, and the isolation of Cast Away demonstrate a consistent ability to embody vulnerability without exaggeration. These roles resonate because they feel lived in rather than constructed. His performances suggest that emotional truth does not require amplification, only honesty. Audiences respond to the sense that these characters could exist beyond the screen. This authenticity reflects a career built on observation, empathy, and lived emotional understanding. Enduring challenges and personal resilience. Beyond professional success, his life has included periods of difficulty, including health challenges and the pressures of long-term public visibility. He has also navigated family responsibilities and the emotional demands of sustained fame. These experiences have reinforced a sense of perspective rather than detachment. Instead of retreating from public life, he continues to engage with it in a measured and grounded way. His resilience is not marked by dramatic reinvention, but by continuity. He remains active, present, and committed to his work, demonstrating that endurance can be as meaningful as achievement in a long creative life. Still showing up. A philosophy of consistency. At the core of his career is a simple but powerful philosophy. Show up prepared, understand the task, and contribute something personal to the moment. This approach has guided him through decades of evolving roles and changing industry expectations. It reflects a belief that professionalism is not mechanical, but deeply human. His legacy is built less on reinvention and more on reliability, less on spectacle and more on steady contribution. In a profession often defined by volatility, his consistency stands out. It suggests that greatness can emerge not from sudden brilliance, but from sustained, thoughtful presence over time.